What is up, everybody? This is Lyle, No Hippie Trucking and Transportation. I am coming at you from our drop yard in Laredo, Texas. Just got done dropping off my load down here. Have 4 hours and 30 minutes left on my...
You have 4 hours and 29 minutes of remaining drive time.
Yeah, 4 hours and 29 minutes left on my 14-hour clock. So, told dispatch that I would... if I don't have anything by 09:15, make me available tonight at 2000. Got on my Super Trucker headset for a reason today. It is April 1st. It was 4 years ago today that I got my CDL. So I'm not sure if that makes me a Super Trucker yet. I'm not sure if I could just wear this in movie theaters, restrooms, restaurants, you know, wherever, but we're gonna sport it a little bit today. So in these 4 years, there's one thing that I learned at Prime, and if there's one bit of advice I would like to give everybody, you know, I often have people say, you know, what do you do to be successful, this, that, you know, whatever, and I'm gonna tell you the number one thing: do not get into this negativity that surrounds truck drivers in general, and more specifically, truck drivers at whatever company you happen to be with. I happen to be at Prime, but typically every company is going to have Facebook pages and stuff like that, and I would challenge anybody right now to try to go look at the last 20 posts on any Facebook page that you might be a member of and see if there's 3 out of that 20 that are positive. And I'll even give you 5 of those that are just neutral, but everything's negative. Oh, they got me doing this, they got me doing that, I'm out, you know, all this different kind of stuff. And you know, a lot of times you'll see this same people complain about the same thing for the last however long it's been. And sometimes what I'll do, just to see what's up, is when somebody posts a comment, I'll click on their link and it'll bring up all the things that they've posted on that particular page. And most of the times all that they have to say is something negative. Every now and then you might find somebody that, you know, is generally positive, and then they might have just threw up a negative comment, just more or less trying to vent. But I'm talking about the serial negativity that you see in a lot of this. And my response to some of this is, why not just leave? And trust me, Prime is not like babying anybody right now. There are people that are talking about leaving. They're like, okay, bring the truck back now. So if things aren't, and you know what, it's not even just about Prime, it's the trucking industry. I think a lot of people, and I've said this before, people that get in the trucking industry like to call themselves business people, or I have a business or anything like that. But a lot of them don't have a business mentality. A lot of people expect it to be, they expect to win every day. If they have a bad day, a bad week, a bad quarter, even a bad year, it's like they're not able to comprehend that. And I'm going through a little bit right now, trying to catch a little bit of traction. Hasn't been all rosy, but it's business. Things are cyclical. You know, it's a market. You know, you have people blaming it on the president. Elections have consequences. Man, that's about the dumbest thing I've ever heard. But whether it's blaming it on an election, or blaming it on your fleet manager, or blaming it on whatever you're blaming it on, in reality, it all comes down to you. Now, that's not saying that things are going to work out 100% of the time. If you do have a positive mindset the majority of the times, it means you're accepting accountability. And the accountability sometimes just comes down to the fact that you got into this. There is no business. You know what? You think truck drivers are having it bad? I mean, here's the funny thing. and I'm gonna be on a little bit of a rant. I think I'd be correct in saying that the typical truck driver would fall under the category of a Republican, right? Now, what's a Republican about? Now, it's like small government, no regulation, anti-regulation, all this kind of stuff. And what's the first thing you hear people complain about right now? We need to regulate brokers. We need transparency. Nobody was saying this when things are going good. So if you're going to take all that good, you just can't. You got to accept that bad too. And any other, like I was about to say, the industry I came out of, look at those people over there. They're getting hit way worse than the trucking industry is. I have not heard one person whine about it. I've heard some people say, we're having some challenges, whatever. Some people are actually doing better in a down market. And one thing I said when I first got into this, and this applies to any business, sometimes the best time to get in a business is in a down market. If you pattern your business around a market like, now, and things get better, it's all gravy. But what seems to have happened to a lot of people is they get in a market when it's been the conditions have been a little bit better than they normally are. You base your lifestyle on that, and as soon as there's a little ripple, the sky is falling. For anybody that's out there, do what you want to do in terms of being a company driver, being a lease driver, being an owner-operator, but whatever you do in that, you got to take accountability for it. Because people are going to survive in this. There are people that are doing better now than they've ever done in this industry. I can tell you that. But you got to take the good with the bad. So that's one thing I've learned. And, one of the 48 laws of power, don't associate with negative or even unlucky people. Now, that means some of you guys might want to stay away from me for a little bit, because I've been kind of going through some challenges lately. But as a true business owner does, we try to continue pushing forward. Time marches on. And it's temporary. Everything is temporary. Whether it's good, bad, and different, everything is temporary. So that's my advice to anybody coming into this. The way that I'm dealing with these challenges I'm dealing with right now is it's almost like putting shutters on and just dealing with myself. I have people that have been asking me questions, whether it's about lease, purchase, lease, whatever. And to be honest with you, as of, recently, I've just had to just kind of focus on myself and get things back on track with me before I worry about anybody else. But that is it. 4 years at Prime. It's been a generally positive experience. Well, it's been very positive at Prime. I don't know about this damn winter that seems to be lingering around like a stale elevator fart. This has got to go. But that's it. I just wanted to throw that in there. If you're coming in, and here's what I'd hate to see. You walk into the terminal and you see all the people that are just coming to Prime. And they got, this positive attitude. And then, hopefully they can keep that. And it doesn't just go away. Anyway, enough about that. I do appreciate you stopping by No Hippie Trucking and Transportation. And just for you new guys out there, if you happen to catch me outside of my truck with my Super Trucker headset on, that's $100. on the spot, or if I don't have it, I'll get it to you somehow. But I've paid that out one time, and I did it on purpose at the Salt Lake City terminal just to reward somebody that had been watching my channel, or anybody that walked in and saw me sitting down with my headset on. So if you happen to see me, $100. I'm out.